Well, Coach, Pittsburg State coming up on Saturday. First off, the way your team has practiced this week, do you feel like they're ready to go?
I mean, I thought we've had a good week of practice, no question. I mean, again, we've had good weeks of practice and went out and didn't play very well, and we've had bad weeks and played well. So, but I will say that our guys have been locked in this week, and what I would expect our guys to be ready to go.
What is it that concerns you about Pittsburg State?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that concern me about Pitt. Number one, I'm going to start offense.
Whoa!
I'm going to start
We're going to start a little.
We need to worry about the sun right now. It's dark and it's the end of the world. That's what I'm worried about.
Wow.
Definitely go to the outtakes.
All right. So, what am I worried about? There's a lot of things I'm worried about with Pitt. You start off, they're running a different offense than what we're used to seeing them run, and you got to be assignment sound. You got to be disciplined and trust one another, and so that's a concern. Trying to simulate that during the course of the week can be difficult. And then also, offensively, we had a great week last week, great game, and guys executed, but definitely a different level of competition, and we still are young and inexperienced over there on offense, and our starting quarterback has one game under his belt, and playing on the road and things like that, just being able to handle that environment, which I'm confident that he will, but those are things that, concern me, and being able to sustain drives and protecting the football. If you look at even their game last week, they're up 34-7, have complete control of the game, and they turned the ball over 4 times in the second half, and give UCO an opportunity to come get back into the game.
It's that transition week where you go from a Thursday to the opposing Saturday. That extra layover, does that get everyone a little more antsy, or do you see it just opportunity to get a little more rest?
Yeah, I think it's both. I think it's a little bit more for us. I think it's get the guys rest, but again, we played a lot of guys in our first game. But the other thing is, from a coaching standpoint, I definitely like getting on a regular schedule. But you also like those extra days of preparation. And when you're playing a team that runs the veer offense and triple option, things like that,
It's all part of the game plan.
That's weird. I know it. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
God.
I know it's raining out there.
We're ready.
Yeah.
This guy looks.
All right, now we're ready to play him. So I gotta be quiet.
How's your picture look?
That's great.
Go ahead, just talk.
Yeah.
We'll get what we can.
All right.
The more the merrier.
Oh, it's all right. Put another one up there.
Coach, talk a little bit about Dalton. You mentioned his first start. Now that you've had some time to absorb it and soak it in and kind of talk some things over with him, what did you like the most about the way he performed, and what you hope kind of carries over into the second one?
I just thought he handled everything really well, just from the management of the offense and his execution. He made some outstanding throws. He's got that type of arm where he can make every throw that you want him to make. I thought he stood in the pocket well. I thought he took off running when he needed to. Again, he's very athletic and can do those things. And I was pleased for the first game. That was a good game to have, something like that where we executed well and we were able to get to score on that first drive, which I think probably was just a little bit of relief for him, too. Just kind of, okay, I got this thing. He understands. He's been around this program and he's made all the trips with us. He understands how tough the MIAA is, and he knows it's going to be tougher this Saturday. And I know that he'll be prepared to play.
Now, Lawson, first off, going back to last week, how big of a confidence boost was that for you?
It was a great team win. we just came out. We knew that we were more conditioned than them. Like I said before, we were more conditioned than them, and we just knew that if we came out and played our brand of football, that it should be a game that we needed to win, and we would win.
Defensively, what did you like about the way you guys just came out and went after Northeastern? What really stood out to you about your guys' defensive effort, and what do you want to see from that carryover?
Just our hustle and our drive to go after the ball and our drive to pursue everything. We know that with the way we practice, nobody's going to be as conditioned as we are. So we practice tired, so when we're in a game, we won't get tired. So I think that's what we pride ourselves on, so that we know no matter what point of the game we are in, we can continue to keep wearing down the other team until the point where they don't want to get up anymore.
The smash mouth type of football, physical type of football, is that a game you like to play in, and are you looking forward to this game?
Oh yeah, no, it takes me back to Little League, because you can kind of take some of the scheme out of it. You just go and everybody has a job, and as long as everyone does their job and we trust everyone, we go out and you just play. You just hit, and I mean that's why we're on the defensive side of the ball, because we love to hit.
All right. First off, let's find out. You've had a chance to digest it. How'd last week feel?
It felt good. We had a good game plan going into the week, and just to know that we executed that and had guys on the same page, it was a good feeling.
Score on that first drive, how much pressure did that take off of you?
It took off quite a bit. We always have a good starting script, so we kind of expected to. Every first drive we want to go out there and set the tone, so that did take a lot of pressure off, knowing that we could execute.
You get your first start at home. What's the biggest challenge of getting this first road game out of the way?
Just being in a great game environment. It'll be the first time for a lot of us going in there and having big roles in an environment like that. So I'm more excited than anything to be able to witness that atmosphere firsthand. So that's what I'm mostly excited about.
How much were you encouraged by now that you've had some time to evaluate just the performance of so many of your teammates offensively, able to just move the balls as effectively as you guys were able to?
It feels good. We knew coming in that we were going to have some playmakers, and to see that be put in action that first game, it was a great confidence booster.
What about Pittsburg State defensively? What challenges are they going to offer you guys?
They have a great defense. They had a great defense last year, and we're expecting the same. So we just have to be fundamentally sound and go out there and execute. And I think if we execute, we can have success.